Alright, fellas, what's going on? And I say fellas because I checked my analytics. It says 0% females. This is definitely the best channel on YouTube you'll ever find. Jokes out of the way, by the way, guys. So, we did a lot of 40k rank, and then we use a break from it. So I found a Battlefield franchise tier list. So let's hop into this. So starting off, we have Battlefield 1942. Gen Z bros like me, we weren't around for the golden age. I have gone back and played it. Honestly, does it hold up? No. Is it a fun time? Yeah. Battlefield 1942 is honestly kind of a banger. The expansions were great too. Remember the old days, old heads of the channel, when they were called expansions, not DLC? Secret Weapons was awesome. This is definitely a very good for me. Battlefield Vietnam. Of any Battlefield, this had the most obvious faction discrepancies. Like the Viet Cong don't have choppers or anything, unless they steal one. But again, another very good Battlefield. I didn't play them. This is probably the least played one on this list, which is shocking. That I played Battlefield Heroes more than Vietnam. But Battlefield 2, this is a god tier. BF2 is iconic. It had good expansions. The gameplay loop was phenomenal. Probably one of, if not the best Battlefields ever. Straight up. If you have not played Battlefield 2, I would sincerely recommend you do try it, or at least watch videos of it. It's a classic. It's goated. This is the PS2 version of Battlefield 2. It's decent. Battlefield did not translate very well to the PS2, in my opinion. Moving on, let me scroll down a little bit. 2142 had Titan mode, and that was one of the coolest modes I ever played in my life. I have very fond memories of 2142. Frankly, I really just played Titan mode, though, so I guess I can't rank the overall. I'm going to give it a decent. Badco 1, that's a very good. I love Badco 1. Battlefield Heroes, I have great memories, but like looking back, this is a meh. it's really cartoony. 1943, for us of the lesser wealth, children of poverty, this was the best thing we had going for us on the 360. This was god tier for us. Overall, though, this is definitely a very good experience. Actually, I'm going to give it decent only because there's only 3 maps. Air superiority on the Coral Sea. Look, let's be honest. Every game had that one guy that flew over the enemy team's carriers, the assault and parachuted down, and was firing the bazooka at the planes. Okay, that's just the way Battlefield's played, baby. Badco 2, this is god tier. Badco 2 is the first Battlefield I ever actually played online. Enough hours that I knew everything. It's sad to admit, but also pretty awesome to admit, I think. Overall, amazing game, great maps. Battlefield Play for Free. This is a meh, but I could make an argument for it being in bad. We're gonna go meh. Battlefield 3 is my favorite Battlefield. That's my definitive god tier Battlefield. Great balance, great maps, great voice acting. Iconic. The first time in the franchise's history that it actually had to compete with Call of Duty and stood some kind of chance. I mean, it was blown out in sales, but this is probably the first time I remember in school actively hearing a lot of people talk about Battlefield. So Battlefield 4, I feel like could be in either of these. I do think Battlefield 4 has quite a few features that take away from 3. Even though it's supposed to improve on 3. I'm going to give it top of very good. It's so close to god tier, but I just did not care for I didn't care for some of the universal weapons. I didn't really care for that in 4. I think it made a way too big of a focus on that. And I don't think the launch maps were nearly as good as 3. And that's my justification for not putting it in god tier. Again, that's not to take away from 4. 4 is an amazing game. Hardline? I liked Hardline. I know. Heresy. Blasphemy. Look, I'm gonna give it top a decent because it's a more complete experience than You know what? Let me actually, if I'm gonna be fair, let me do that. Yeah, that's a little better. That's much better. So Hardline, it's playable. Um, Hotwire was a fun mode. It was goofy. It didn't really take itself seriously. So if you can sit back and turn off the name Battlefield for a little bit and just pretend you're playing a game called Hardline, it wasn't too bad. Battlefield 1 I used to have in the very good, but it has grown on me. I'm gonna put BF1 in God tier. It's probably the last great Battlefield we'll probably ever see, which is a shame. BF5 is dog shit. Complete disrespect to the men and women who died in World War II. It's barely even World War II. The maps suck. The only thing Battlefield 5 really had going for it was the movement system, I guess. For some people, I thought it was a little silly. I don't even want to talk about Battlefield 5. I don't care for it. 2042 is dog shit. Very, very upset that I pre-ordered that. No pre-orders. Never pre-order. Don't be stupid like I was. Okay, so that's my Battlefield franchise tier list. I think the next Battlefield video we do is it's going to be ranking all the maps, at least from a certain point from time. Because there's got to be some tier list that starts from, like, an earlier Battlefield that I've played. I can't just go back and rank. I'd have to go back and, like, somehow play Vietnam and all to rank the maps. Anyway, we're out of here.